B to the 5.
Engage without.
Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is your weekly gameplay of some Lifeweaver action. I apologize for not uploading yesterday. Usually, no matter what I go through during the day, I will always upload and record, but yesterday was a little bit too much. I was in a very bad mood. Just had a bad day overall. Anyways, but we're back at it today, and I'd like to announce again that we have officially started taking application for the people who want to get coached by me. I announced it on my community tab, as I promised you guys on my recent few videos. So if you'd like to apply and get coached by me, it's a very good deal. I think it's going to be for a very limited time. It's like $5 a month, and you get an hour every day for 30 days for just a $5 a month. And you can just check out the details and my community posts on my community tab. There's a post that you should see. Yeah, we should see all the details there. I posted it a couple days ago, so if you'd like to apply, just check out the post in my community tab. And the application process should be officially ready in about maybe hopefully by next week we'll be ready. But the application has already started, so just reply in the comments and I will contact you. So yeah, today we're going to be playing some Lifeweaver action. As you guys can see, Lifeweaver actually, as you guys know, Lifeweaver actually got a very nice buff to his perks. I forgot to mention it in my last week's video. Because one of his perks that Lifeweaver offers, I'm not sure if it's the minor or the major one, but it's the one that it cleanses negative effects. Honestly, to me, that perk was practically useless, and because anyways, like what do you cleanse anyways most of the time? It's just Ana, right? And if Ana's not banned, you wouldn't really go for that perk anyways. But even if Ana is banned, is not banned, I really don't really go for that perk because, like, the negative effect, like, because by the time you pull the target to your team, oh my god, that's really unfortunate. All right, well, I'll just explain. I'm not gonna cut to the next video. I'm gonna just explain to what I want to say until we find the next video. Until we find the next match. Like, for example, the honor is right there, right? And I chose the other one. I chose the other perk, not the one that cleanses effect. By the time I pull the target to me, the effect, I think, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. I think it's for example, on his nade lasts about 2.5 seconds to 3 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. By the time, most of the time, like if you're actually playing Lifeweaver correctly, you would position yourself very and far in the back, and your target will be the person that you're pulling should be in a very maximum range. And by the time that target actually gets to you, they only need to survive for about like half to 1 second outside of your pull, and by then the nade effect would have been gone anyways. And even if not, you'll be pulling them to a safe spot anyway, so they will be in a cover. They're gonna just dodge any kind of damage, hide until the negative effect goes away, and then they would get healed up anyways. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, when someone is in Lifeweaver's pull animation, they have invulnerability, so they actually cannot take damage. But if I'm not mistaken, the negative effect still goes on. But even if it doesn't, if you pull someone and they have the actual right mindset, like if they're not actually brain dead, they would hide, until the negative effect goes away and they get healed up, and then you can push again. So you see what I'm talking about? Like on paper, wow, that is actually really weird. But on paper, cleansing, like making life cleanse an effect, is practically useless for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's like the only negative effect that you actually want to cleanse anyways is the Honest Nade. Honest is like the biggest threat, right? But if you want to go for that route, you can just go play Kiriko. And second, the second effect that you cleanse is Sombra's Hack. Sombra's like literally banned 99% of the times. So it's either that or the nade. And like I said, like I explained it, by the time you pull the target, like for example, say I'm going to explain it to you right here. Like for example, if I'm right here, say about this is like 10 to 20 meters, and that soldier is naded, it takes about like what? 1.5 seconds, right? Until he gets to me. And by then, there's no way in hell someone would actually, unless they're god at aiming, they would track the animation and kill him after, as soon as he lands. You know what I'm talking about? And most of the time, you pull them like at a very good HP threshold, so they would survive. Like, I honestly go for that perk if I'm playing in a close quarter map. If I'm playing Lifeweaver in a close quarter map, and the enemy in my team is getting naded, yeah, sure, I want to cleanse an effect. For example, that Ramacho, I want to cleanse an effect and just pull him right around the corner, close enough so he can just go back right in action again. But if I'm gonna go there, if I'm gonna play Lifeweaver in that route, why don't I just play any close quarter support? Kiriko, Moira, and stuff like that. So that is just my opinion, my personal opinion about that perk. But now, though, the buff that it got, it reduces the pull cooldown. Now, that's actually a very good buff in my opinion. I've always said that Lifeweaver is a good support, but he's one of the worst supports in the entire game because of his perks. Not because he's weak or anything, but Lifeweaver is, in my opinion, is balanced. But, oh no. The DPS passive definitely keeps getting buffed in Lifeweaver. The DPS passive is what kills him because the DPS passive keeps getting buffed, and it just completely, because Lifeweaver is all about healing, right? That's what I'm talking about. And like the DPS passive just got buffed again last, like at the beginning of this season. So not a good news for Lifeweaver. So yeah, they buffed his because keep in mind, like any other supports have like much better perks than him. For example, Ana has double A perk. Nothing will ever compete with that. And they finally gave Lifeweaver something that actually is good for him. Like, we're going to try to pull a hook, but trying to make it a squishy hook. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, that was a very bad, before someone asks us why didn't I pull that Ramatra, that was bad by Ramatra. I expect him, after he gets hooked, he would back up, but he just literally doubled down. This has to be, yeah, I was going to say, this has to be a gold lobby, and yeah, now I can confirm that my tank is a gold one. Fortunately, now that I know, I will definitely pre-pull him. Nice. Oh, this guy preemptive flash, and I preemptive win this way. It's because I know he's gonna do that. Alright, life cleanses negative effect. I actually wanted to choose a perk, not through that ability. I'm gonna pull him now because now we know how this Lifeweaver pulls. I might, okay, so it's a Lifeweaver v Lifeweaver. Also, against a hog, always make sure to, you know, do damage. Okay, I had a brain lag. That's definitely my bad. I did not mean to ult there. I wanted to pull, and I was like, I didn't have pull. I brain lagged there. That's definitely my fault. I'll take full responsibility. But he switched anyways. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like now, Lifeweaver got a good buff, and hopefully that will be enough. But again, you have to cleanse an effect, and look at this. What am I gonna cleanse? So again, that perk becomes completely useless. It's not like some other characters, like for example, Venture or Sojourn, when every perk they have really just kind of depends on what playstyle that you want to use or what the enemy team wants to throw at you. For example, if you're playing, there's a Cassidy in the back though. For example, Sojourn. Okay, now if a Roadhog hooks a squishy, what was going to pull that? All right, there you go. Like Sojourn, if you're going against dive team comp, you're gonna go with the double dash. Really good against dives. If you're going against, okay, like they actually didn't know there's a Roadhog behind it. If you're going against stationary team comp, you're gonna go for the sticky nade. You see what I'm talking about? Like a lot of heroes have really great perks, and not just niche in different situations. But nah, Lifeweaver doesn't have really that great perks, unfortunately. So I'm just forced to go for the other perk because the other one is just not gonna benefit me in any ways. And even if it does benefit me, it's gonna be very kind of minimal value, you know what I mean? And if you're actually a good Lifeweaver, you wouldn't really go for that perk anyways. But the only reason why you would go for that perk now is like that good little buff that he got. It reduces your cooldown, your pull cooldown by a little bit if you cleanse an effect, but if you have nothing to cleanse, not really gonna go for that perk. Alright. Now we're gonna focus on the gameplay a little bit. Alright, this is a soldier as we anticipated. Obviously, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna try to pull somebody to force them to peel from me. Unfortunately, the Kiriko didn't. But I should have said I need help or whatever. But like, I'm really focusing on talking. Yeah, I mean, we dragged the Kiriko, so she probably pinged that person. And yeah, somebody pinged that, and then he died. So we're good. Now we need to focus on the gameplay a little bit more. We have a really good matchup against them, honestly. We have. Okay. I'm not really soldier why that. I'm not really sure why that soldier really likes to get dominated by that guy. Alright, we should amplify the Bastion. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna pull this guy on high ground. This guy is everywhere, bro! Let's wait. Can you at least get him? Okay, nice. At least we got that soldier killed because we had a good pull. But no, I forgot to cancel my platform. I got my life. I got my Bastion killed, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, I'm really talking a lot. I need to focus on the gameplay a little bit more. Okay. We're definitely not gonna pull that right now because that's gonna get broken anyways, and my tank is full HP, so I wouldn't want to waste it on him. Now that we're gonna look for a pull, but yeah, because that's a window. Yeah, like I said, and always go for this perk when you go in against anything except a diva, and diva is banned. I think diva's not banned, so diva's actually a good option. All right, now let's focus on the gameplay. Put a platform here. Always preset platforms in the good high ground situations. And if nobody, I want my Bastion to be on high. If he doesn't go for the high, I'm gonna pull him. Yeah, because the soldier's always there. Go high ground, please. Take high, buddy. Right there you go. Alright, because he wants to visor, and we need to keep this guy on high ground. Need him to be on high ground. Alright, he's gonna understand now. Alright, it's a wasted tree. We have tree to respond. Tree of our own. Alright, we're gonna tree this. We need to keep this position as much as possible. Yeah, there you go. Good tree. As you guys can see, when I just started locking in a little bit, focusing on the gameplay a little bit more, we started to do automatically better. Alright, we cannot push that angle, unfortunately, because the hog will go for an environmental kill. Okay, now we need to cancel that platform. I don't want anybody from the enemy team to use it. Good damage. Man, I forgot when I used to be really goated at this character. I just don't play him a lot these days because he's really not that great, man. You need kind of a... Lifeweaver is like the one character that you actually need to build an entire team. Why is my Bastion hiding? Afraid from that guy. Alright, we need to pre-ready our platform because we have double DP. Look at this guy! What? He did that just to defend the hammer? Okay, bro. I'm sorry. Anybody who does that, he deserves the marca. Yagata. Make sure you sing it as well because it's actually really, really bad. Okay, look at his hog. He wants to go for environment. I can only save one of them. Oh no, the king survived! No, this freak! Bro, he actually killed everybody. How did he get away with that, bro? So, like I always say that. Oh no. Okay, he's 1 HP. Come on, get greedy, Reaper. Get greedy. Okay, he actually was sort of. We gotta save him? He got hooked again. That's crazy. Okay, come on. Push me. I'm gonna jump in there. Okay, thank God. Okay, we're gonna have a nasty... There you go. See guys what I did there? I jumped to the Kintsugi so I can get my thing faster. My ability faster. Like my platform. Alright, need to get ready here. I'd like to pull the... somebody on high. Where's my DPS? Okay, the Bastion. He should survive this. We should kill the Reaper though before he blossoms. Alright. Okay, now we need to do some damage, because our damage actually really hurts them. Ah, that's almost a remake. Oh, what an Emor. Need to break it ASAP. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm not really sure why that Genji took on a very adventurous flank on the left side. Because we were really close. I think that's definitely my Diva. I should have pulled a Diva because she actually had a remake, but I didn't pull her. That's definitely my bad. That is the one thing that I could have done better, but we actually did really good. We started to do a lot better when I actually started to focus on the gameplay, so... But I really love talking to you guys, so... But yeah, if you guys would like to subscribe to my, coaching and stuff like that, feel free to do so. I promise you guys, I'm not gonna just promise you and just advertise to myself. You will see improvement. I mean, that's how I met one of my, this guy, I'd like to call him my best friend, but he doesn't hang out with me anymore, unfortunately. He's just with his girlfriend all the time. Jaeger, if you're watching this, sorry, bro. You're almost gonna lose the best friend titleship. But I met him being literally, guys. I'm not joking. I'm not lying. I mean, Jaeger, if you watch this, please comment and tell them that is absolutely true. He's literally used to be known as one of the worst, um, not just worst, but like the joke of the Overwatch community. He used to be really bad, a hard stuck plat. By the way, no offense to anybody who's hard stuck, it's okay. But I'm just letting you guys how we met. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about how we met. He was literally a 2600 SR stuck player in Overwatch 1, and he had thousands of hours spent on this game. Everybody used to meme him and stuff like that. We met somehow. Long story short, I met him in 1 month. My man went from 2600 to 3500 in just one season. I think season back there it used to take 2 months, but I think it took him 1 month, even not even an entire season, and he was peaking at his new peaking at his new rank, and now he's hands down the single best tank player I know, and he used to be the worst. If you guys been watching my streams since 2019, I used to hate playing with Jaeger. I used to yell at him, swear at him every time. The one person that gets me toxic is Jaeger, but because he used to be so like, I tell him to do something, he just does the opposite. And usually, I'm a shot caller. If I play with my friends, I used to always, I have to shot call. I have to tell my friends everything. He's literally the only person I can shut my mic and just play, and he would just do everything the way that I wanted to be done. Not only he's just gonna do everything that I wanted that he should do, but he does it the way that I want it to be done. Like, he just knows the right way. It really goes to show that coaching really does help. So he's just the perfect example at coaching really does help. So I've also coached one Finnish Ryan, silver 1700 hard stuck Ryan one trick. He used to be, I think he was Finnish, from Finland, and again in like 2 months, my man went from 1700 to 2700. He was like, "Naz, hey, that's me." I'm like, "Bro, there's no way." I was so happy for him and proud of him. But yeah, and it's actually in a very steal price. So yeah, okay, let's actually focus back on the gameplay now. All right, we actually because I have a good solid team comp, we need to influence this. We need to be focusing on the Bastion most importantly, and let the Zenyatta deal. Okay, let's shoot at that. Okay, get ready for a pull here because we have platform. Yeah, that's a pull. That's a pull. We're not gonna let our tank take the window damage for sure. All right. We're gonna have our perk. There's no cleanse effect, so obviously we shall go with the other one. And I would like to. Oh, that's a bad ability, actually. All right. All right, now we have a soldier on high ground. I'd like to put a platform move there. I'd like my tank to survive. Again, bad ability. Might as well just go diva. I mean, if he's just gonna play that way. Good, Hanzo. Alright, cannot save that guy. Okay, my tank is also might be dominated. No pull. Okay, good ability. I don't know what. Okay, he did haha and then he jumped in, so I'm gonna pull him. Because if he just shot at the hog, he went back to full HP island. Now let's put a platform over there. That should help him. Good sleep. Actually, I'm not sure if that bad was in the thingy, but I'm not even sure if my team saw him anyways, so... Alright, we're gonna go for this guy. He's 1 HP anyways. Remember the Maka Yakato? It's okay, keep going forward, my man. I think we have this in the bag. Alright, we're gonna take this guy out. We have to, and I might trade this even. We need to win this duel ASAP. Alright. You are being healed, my good sir. Okay. He's using the haha very preemptively and I don't like it. He should use it when he's fully 1v1ing somebody. We gotta treat this. Alright, we blocked the hook with that. Very good time. Hold this. Never mind. That's actually a really good tree as well. Alright. Kinda unfortunate. I think this is an L. Yeah. A little too late for the Zarya switch. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut this game, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna include another one, because that was way too short, right? Okay, we're back at game number. Wait, I was gonna say two, but I think it's three. We had a leave. We had a lever for the first game and second game, and the third game. This map was picked by literally everyone in the lobby. I guess Oasis is really loved that much. Even though we had other two good maps, I remember only one of them. I only remember that we had Blizzard World, and Blizzard World is usually picked by literally everybody. I'm surprised that Blizzard was actually loved that much. I mean, I like the map,
I'll make it the jewel of my
but I
kingdom.
didn't really think that it was loved that much. But yeah. Okay, now this is one of the most okay. This game. Okay, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a good one. You guys know me. Whenever I say, like, for example, last video when I was like, as soon as I switched to Rissa, I was like, this game's gonna be good. We're gonna dominate. And look at this team comp: Lifeweaver, Reaper, Lifeweaver, JQ. I could not ask for anything better, and I adjusted my settings a little bit, so hopefully I'll do a little bit better now. And yeah, this team comp, I couldn't ask for anything better. Maybe switch up the Ashe to something like, I don't know, something a little bit more like Cassidy maybe, or May. But yeah, we have JQ and Reaper. That's all I actually could ask for. And our main job should always be keeping the JQ and the Reaper alive. Those are two most priorities. Nobody else. We can sacrifice anybody, but not these two. We can sacrifice literally everybody. Trust me, guys. But that doesn't mean that don't heal the rest. But JQ and Reaper is number one priority, should always be. But obviously, when someone's 1v1ing, when a Genji 1v1s anybody, always make sure that you heal them. Alright, he's gonna go for the Mega, he should be okay. I'm gonna pull that because the Genji's gonna dash. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to my own advice. And we kinda sacrificed our... I just don't like the Ashe, it's costing me a lot of abilities that I don't want to. Okay, we're gonna listen to my own advice now. Okay, well, good. I mean, well done by the. It's just like how it goes at this match. I'm not saying that she's bad or anything, but never sacrifice your JQ. Sacrifice everything, but not your JQ. Whenever you have a JQ as Lifeweaver and Reaper, I promise you guys, just literally keep these two alive. If you were to sacrifice everybody, but not these two. Yeah, you're welcome. But I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna peel for her again. I'm not gonna use my pull on her. My pull is always gonna be either for the Reaper or for the JQ, but she's actually doing really good. I'm not gonna lie. We have no problem treating this, because us losing this high ground means the Genji is going to dominate this high, and we do not want that to happen. So yeah, we're gonna take the high ground here. Alright, I did one mistake, which is stayed out of the tree LOS, but should be fine. Really good Reaper. I mean, look at, I told you guys, this game is going to be good. As soon as I saw Reaper JQ, I was like, this is just Reaper JQ with a Lifeweaver. Literally, there's nothing you could ask for. If you're teaming up with your friends, this is the team code that you want to run. I'm gonna put my platform here as my defensive buddy, but actually, if I put it down there, it'd be much better for my team. But let me just peek this. Okay, I'm gonna peek her, but Chicana, that's her mistake. All right, I don't support the hog switch from the enemy team. Alright, let's pull this guy here to defend us. Yeah, the Bob should. Interesting. Alright, we dominated him. Thanks to Bob as well. Really love my settings, as you guys can see. This is how fast I play with. Alright, I'm dead here. Forgot about the hog that he's gonna rotate all the way around because I was kind of distracted by the Reaper, but it's okay. We already lost the fight. And how the hell oh yeah, I was gonna say how the hell are they 50% already, but we kind of gave them a little bit of the percentage at the beginning of the game. But we have a nasty pick already, and an early Kitsune by us is very, very, very good. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh shoot! Good play by this guy actually, but I think he's gonna sacrifice him life. Good pick, but not a good play because he kind of gave his back to the Kitsune Reaper in the back, so kind of his fault. But I was gonna say, a lot of Kiriko players, they always Kitsune never. They always Kitsune either at the end of the round. It's always better to start the fight with Kitsune rather than just to never ult. I swear, I don't know why a lot of Kiriko players, they never ult. Okay, Reaper, he needs to be pulled. I need to pull him. I couldn't, unfortunately. Right, I have my platform ready on the objective. We should be okay. Alright, we need to do this. I missed my jump, because this is a fight that we're gonna win. Our JQ has her ult. Wait, did she ever ult? Come on, TP, please. I beg you. Alright, we should be okay. Kitsunimi? I mean Suzumi? I need to pull her. Yeah, there you go. Should treat the objective.
Life protects life.
Alright. Ooh, that's actually really good blossom by the enemy team. By the way, when did my JQ on? Like, I generally have not... Oh my god, 800 damage? Wait, is my JQ throwing? What? Because I was like, we have the perfect team comp. We have nutty DPS players. My Kiriko cannot do any better. And I was like, something must be off. I did not... Wait, she actually did not get a single JQ ult? Oh, because I was wondering, I was like, how she had 60-50%, 800 damage? Oh my god, this is actually nuts. Ow! Everyone else in the lobby has more damage than her. A Lifeweaver does. I mean, come on. We're going against a hog. It's literally a walking meat freaking bag that you could just punch, get farm stats on him. Oh no, are we gonna lose because of this robot? Oh my god, bro, what are these games today? Okay, my character will survive, no pull needed. We should be okay. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I think our JQ is not playing. I don't think yeah, she's AFK. Oh, this is so sad. Yeah, she's not. She's just moving so she doesn't get banned. I mean, I guess she's throwing for some reason. I don't know why. Because she's moving so she doesn't get kicked out of the game. But, I mean, at least we prove it to you guys that JQ, Lifeweaver, and Reaper, they're really, really great team comp. Because we're actually doing good. We're actually dominating, but we literally playing, it's literally a 4v5. But yeah, I'm gonna just end the video here. I mean, yeah, he's literally not playing. Anyways, boys and girls, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, share with your friends if you learned a thing or two, and I shall catch you guys all into the next one. B to the bye.
Engage without mercy.
I just wanted him to suffer a little bit for what he's done.